Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is some kind of review. I don't know which one. Look at the title, okay? I don't know. Anyway, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and welcome my whole JayBird, JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Censor yourself, and all of that jazz. Okay, do not forget that you can also like this video because it helps. Like the video, YouTube likes when you like it. Okay, you can also share this on your social media. Comment in the comment section because it's all there. That's all there too. Okay, you can also follow me on IG and Twitter. Okay, I'll be real active on Twitter now at J_Lees_Corner. If it's not somewhere on the screen, okay, it is in the description box. Go check it out. Go look in the description box. There's all kind of information down there. Okay, go look now, immediately. Okay. So I just watched the Love Is Blind reunion. I was bored. I was literally bored. So much so I did everything else while it was playing. So let me run. I got a couple notes, and that's gonna be a dang. Like, don't let Nick Lachey and Vanessa. Is it Vanessa Lachey? Whoever. They don't need to host. I felt like it was boring. It was like chicken with no seasoning. It was like rice with no butter on top. What was going on? It was like him saying a sugar-free popsicle. Girl, this boring. And who want that in their mouth? I just don't get who want. I am mad that I had to sit through 10 episodes of the show to want to get to a good ass reunion, and it wasn't no good ass reunion. I'm like, look, I could anyway. So this gonna be quick, less than 10 minutes. Damien and Gigi, they in a relationship now, even though he told her, I don't want to marry you. They a couple now, okay? They said it took some time to figure things out or whatever, but he knew they wasn't ready for marriage. But since then, they got together and they happy now. I'm not mad about that. I still think Gigi is a valley girl. Or whatever, and she's still in her head. She still has a script in her head, and she still sings fake and fugazi. This her personality does, not her as a person. But something about her make me feel like she putting on for the camera. But they happy in their couple, and I'm single and not lonely, so let me shut up. Kelly still single. Okay, she said, but she grew a lot since the show. Okay, and so that's what it was. Kenny said, you know what I'm saying, he's doing great now. He is in love, and how the show helped him realize he needs to open himself up to the world. And now he has a girlfriend who he is madly in love with. I said, okay, Kenny, that's fine, because again, I kept telling y'all on my review of this episode, if y'all don't know, I reviewed the whole season. Okay, watch that too. That's why I don't have my pictures in this one. I had all the pictures in that one. Anyway, but yeah, he said, you know what I'm saying, it helped him figure things out or whatever, because, you know what I'm saying, he opened his eye. Girl, whatever you say, so I don't care. Anyway, well, girl, know what I was saying was, Kelly and Kenny, I still feel like we didn't know who they was during the season. We didn't know who they was. They were some strangers. It's a stranger in my house called Kelly and Kenny, okay? But now she's single and he got a woman. Amber and Barnett are still together. I'm not surprised. I told y'all they're gonna drive each other crazy together forever, and they're gonna have a whole bunch of cops to their house when they be fussing and arguing or whatever. They also moved into a new house because she felt like his house was haunted. He said he think it was just dust. I'm like, dust? That's a lot of dust for it to be a ghost. I don't know. Jessica, y'all know I could not stand. Okay, since she watched the show, there was some cringe-worthy moments. It was rough to watch. Okay, how she moved from wherever she stayed to somewhere else. She's not living in LA or whatever, and she just recently started dating. Good luck to that man. May the odds be forever in his favor. Okay. Mark said he's still single, but life is good. Okay. I think Mark dodged the bullet not marrying Jessica. I think that would have been a divorce waiting to happen. Okay. Diamond said she back in school working to get her PhD. Go ahead, girl, get that PhD or whatever. I think she's single. I don't think she said that she was in a relationship. Carlton. Carlton says he's still single and he has been working on himself since the show ended. He brings up how I had to keep myself private, say to myself, okay, mainly because, you know, in situations was what he was in and things that he admitted on camera, it can put people their mental state in a depressive state or whatever. So he wants to just stay, positive. I'm gonna talk about that in 1 second. And Lauren and Cameron, of course, are still together. They got a dog named Sparks because they had Sparks. Cool, cool, cool. Now again, the show was boring. They were not really talking about much. If you ask me, not too much or whatever. They get on Amber, Jessica, and the whole thing with Jessica trying to get with Barnett, even though she had a fiance, with Mark or whatever. So Amber went off a little bit. She read Jessica, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you ain't shit, you know what I'm saying, for trying to get with my fiance while you had your own fiance or whatever. And I just don't get why that was even going on. Like, that was some major bullshit. You need to be in my face acting like we cool or whatever, but behind my back you want to get my man. And you was doing it right in the same room that I was in. I was over there and you was over there, but you was over there trying to get my man, okay? Jessica then said, well, I'm just trying, I was trying to be open to everybody, and people need to understand and remember that this was just within days, not weeks or months, okay? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was a long time. I would give her 10% of the doubt. Meaning, yes, the point of this show was, to date multiple people, get to know multiple people, and find your person. I like how Amber said, Amber said she came on the show understanding the process. Meaning, yes, in my opinion, what she meant was, yes, we were supposed to get to know people or whatever and date around. However, I feel like once somebody picks a fiance, that person should be off limits. Where I feel like Jessica felt like until y'all was married, I should still have been able to say I still like him. The issue, and I like that Jessica, that Amber brought up was, yeah, but you never told us that you still wanted him. Like, you never told anyone, out of your mouth that you still had a crush on my man, okay? Even Mark said, I wish you would have told me that you still had any kind of feelings towards him. She could have told them that, and that could have put a whole new dynamic on the group, but she didn't. She was sneakily having conversations and consistently questioning Amber and Barnett's relationship while trying to throw her own shot and get her way up in there, and it didn't work, okay? Now, I do get, she said, I was rejected by Barnett, and I just didn't handle that well. She did apologize, because, again, this was over a year ago, and she could have easily grown within that year, but I feel like you being in your mid-30s, and them being in their late 20s, the same way you kept on complaining about how Mark was 10 years younger than you and how things could be different, you were acting like a young person with the young people. For what? I don't like Jessica, and I'm happy she apologized. It's cool. She may have grown, but I feel like she kept acting as if her actions were okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, well, it was the game. I was trying to be open to everybody, whatever, and I just still liked him. And because he rejected me, I didn't take it well. She then kept saying, well, I was drinking a whole lot that night at Barnett's party. I had a whole bunch of whatever liquor was. I was drinking, so things I said didn't make sense. No, the thing you said made complete sense, because the thing you said was all about you and Barnett. When you drunk, you say, and you out your mind drunk, you say random foolish shit. You don't stick to the plan of trying to get with somebody. Okay? Okay. Was that really it? They tell her she should have been up front, and she wasn't. Amber did say, I wish she would have been up front versus making me look like a fool, because I assumed we was friends. But you my friend, supposedly, but you on either side of me trying to get with my man. Now, when Vanessa Lachey then said, well, you weren't the fool because you married him. Vanessa, shut up. Because in those moments, she did look like the fool. Even though she got him in the end, in the middle of it, when I was in your face smiling, I was a fool. Okay, so Vanessa, hush it up. Anyway, she says, I was drinking too much or whatever, but at the end of the day, I was always being honest, except when you was lying. all the time, but I digress. I was upset that when they addressed Carlton and Diamond, they didn't really address him not telling her before proposing. They focused on the backlash that he and Diamond received for different reasons. People are dumb on social media, and people who are dumb on social media can attack people for the wrong reasons. They should not have, went after that man on Twitter or on whatever social media because he is bisexual. That was not the reason, okay? They also should not have went after Diamond backing as if she had an issue with people who are bisexual. That wasn't it either. The issue should have stayed the point of she did not know because he did not tell her until after he proposed. That should have been the issue. My thing is, any other trolls who came after either one of them should have been ignored. Because that was not the issue at hand. At the end of the day, I feel like Carlton in life was not a man who was undercoverly or secretly dating men. As he said, in my life, I've dated both. Okay? I've dated both. So that's, to me, that's you're openly doing things in life. The only thing was she didn't know. And the world didn't know because you was not famous. But my thing is, if you are a bisexual man in your life and you come on this kind of show, you should have put that in the forefront. That's something the producer should have known. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like how that part of it was not discussed. I was very aggravated that they was like tiptoeing around it because of one issue of people making it seem as if he is a bad person because he's bisexual. He's not a bad person because he's bisexual. Not at all. There's nothing wrong with anyone who's bisexual. There is something wrong with someone who's bisexual and they choose to not tell someone that they propose to. That should have been the only issue. I also don't like how they didn't properly address him and his reaction to her just asking him, why didn't you tell me, bruh? You know what I'm saying? The way he acted towards her was not warranted. It is not her job to coddle him or to be sensitive to him because he's admitting something that he lives every day. That wasn't her place. He knew he was gay. He knew he was bisexual. It wasn't as if he was coming to the realization of anything. He had been doing that, so he was perfectly fine being bisexual. So it aggravated me they didn't address those issues because there were things that he did wrong that caused her to have to ask him, well, why didn't you tell me? He did not even give her a chance to say how she felt about him being bisexual. So how can y'all say that she is against it? She hadn't said much of nothing. She got pissed off because of how he kept getting mean and rude to her. It pissed me off. Now he went into a whole explanation of things. He apologized, whatever. Them two had since had a conversation and kind of, was fine on the surface level. So he then said, I just hope that we can I had some pop, y'all, and I don't usually drink pop. He said that he hoped they can get to a point of being cool or, of who knows what can happen. I don't think she wanted to be with you, bro. And not because of you being bisexual, but because of you how you treated her. Had he not acted a plum D fool, she might have, wanted to be with him. Who knows? But he then pulled out a ring, got him down on one knee and said, this isn't an engagement ring, so I don't want to frighten you or whatever, but I want to get down to eye level to you and just apologize, which I can appreciate. And he went in the water, supposedly, allegedly, and fished out her ring, and so he gave it back to her. And I can tell she was like, oh, okay, thank you, doesn't really fit, but she done. Because of how he acted. And I'm like, I was over it. That made me mad. I just feel like they did not properly address what went wrong in that scene, and it pissed me off. Anyway, we then see, Amber bringing up how she and Barnett had kind of bumped heads and everything because they both are like flirtatious in real life or whatever. So when they going out hanging out, they have to remember that they are now married and can't be out here flirting with people, even if it's innocently, nonchalantly flirting and whatnot. She brings up also how she had to realize, or get comfortable with depending on him financially. I said, but it seems as if you always depended on anyone for financial support. When she brought, I was a waitress, and I had to get used to being totally dependent on him. Finance. I said, but that's your life. She then said, because usually in life, I had my friends to help me. Either way it go, Amber, you have never yourself been financially stable. You haven't. So my thing is, depending on one person should be easy for you. Okay? I'm just saying. I feel like she needs to get a real job. Not saying that being a waitress is not a real job. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is she needs to do something to be financially stable on her own. Because when her and Barnett divorce in 5 years, I hope they don't, but in case they do, if they ever do divorce, she needs to be able to say, for the least the past 5 years, I've been financially stable. Because if he paying all the rent, that's cool. But get you a good job that helps you be financially secure within yourself. Because again, if y'all break up, what you gonna do? I don't know. And that was really it. They say how great of a couple that, Cameron and Taylor. Is it Cameron and Taylor? Girl, what's their names? I don't remember. Cameron, it's not Taylor. It's Lauren. Lord Jesus. Cameron and Lauren is, because they are the interracial couple who seem to be very, very, very much so in love. And that's cute. And that was it. Again, how long was this thing? Oh, 15 minutes. Okay, whatever. Anyway, that was the reunion. I feel like it wasn't much. They didn't really need one. Anyway, I'm done. Talk to y'all later. Peace.